My hair refuses to grow. I'm gonna get some of that magic hair oil. You can try that, or I could show you an easier way. Easy like magic oil from the deepest forests of the Amazon?
There's nothing magic about it, but it'll make your hair longer and stronger.
Are you sure? Because magic ingredients are my favorite. Okay, fine. What do I do?
Next appointment's in like 9 minutes. You really don't have time right now.
Sure we do. Go, go, go. Longer, stronger hair in 3, 2, 1.
If you don't know me, my name is Chris. I own a hair salon called Live Love Locks where we test out products and bring the best ones to you. I make these videos because way too many people struggle with their hair and I don't want you to be one of them. All right, most people struggle with hair growth because they're approaching the problem from the wrong angle. And because of that, they don't get results. They buy crazy things like LED light caps, expensive hair growth pills, herbal remedies, oils. But if any of that actually worked, we'd all be using them and everyone who wanted long hair would already have long hair by now.
But there are studies that say it may have an effect on hair growth, and I need my hair growth.
Studies are bought and paid for. You can hire a lab to run an experiment over and over until you get the result that you want.
Really? So I can make my own magic hair oil and then pay a scientist to say it works?
If you had the money and you really wanted to, sure.
That is amazing. Now I know exactly how I'm gonna be on Shark Tank.
Anyway, the funny thing is that it's actually really easy to add length to your hair. It just seems hard because there's people out there making a ton of money by selling fake hair growth stuff. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake. Luckily, I own a salon where I have an entire team that can help me test all these products to figure out what works and what doesn't. And what we found is this: hair growth is actually not the problem. That sounds really weird when you first hear it, but it'll make complete sense after I tell you a quick story about one of my clients. She was blonde, and no matter what she did, her hair would not go past her shoulders. She tried all this crazy stuff, but no matter what she did, her hair would never get longer. So to get to the bottom of it, I asked her a couple questions, like how long this had been going on and how often she was getting her roots touched up. And she told me that she had to get her roots touched up every 6 weeks or else they were just too grown out. And I'm not sure if you caught that, but that tells the entire story right there. If she has to get her roots touched up every 6 weeks, her hair is definitely growing, or else she wouldn't have to get her roots touched up that often. And this is what I mean by people approaching the problem from the wrong angle. People are focused on growth when they actually have growth. That's not the problem. So any solution or product that focuses on making her hair grow is not going to work on her because it's not addressing the actual real problem. The real problem is that every time she gets 4 inches of growth on her roots, that's not translating to 4 inches of length on her ends. And the reason for that was because her hair wasn't strong enough. It was weak and damaged. And because of that, her ends were splitting and breaking off at the same rate that her hair was growing, so she never actually got any length.
Well, if you can stop the breaking and splitting, then I guess it's as good as a magic oil, but you haven't told me how you're gonna do it.
It's better than a magic oil because it makes your hair grow and look better at the same time.
Okay, I'm in. How does it work?
The first step is to repair the damage to the hair that you already have.
Okay, but even my grandmother knows about Olaplex by now. This is nothing new.
True, but most people don't know how to use Olaplex to get the best results. And it doesn't help that the names are all these numbers and letters and stuff, and the directions on the actual label aren't the best way to use it. A ton of people go straight for the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner because they're already used to using shampoo and conditioner. That's actually a terrible choice because those are 2 of the worst Olaplex products. They're super heavy on your hair, so they weigh it down and make it feel weird. And on top of that, the shampoo and conditioner don't repair your hair that much compared to the rest of the Olaplex products. And on top of that, Olaplex sells these huge kits with all of these Olaplex products, and they tell you to use them as a system, and that's a really, really bad idea. First of all, you really don't need to use that much Olaplex in your hair, and if you use too much, you can actually get worse results than if you never used it at all. So most people who use Olaplex are stuck in one of 2 camps. Over here, they're using shampoo and conditioner because they understand it. Not good results. Or on the other side, they're buying these big kits with all these products and it's way more than they need. It doesn't give them good results. The secret here, that's not really a secret because you can read it right on the box, is that every Olaplex product has the exact same repair ingredient. So for at-home use, you can skip straight to the best Olaplex product and ignore all the other ones that aren't as good. And that is where Olaplex 3 comes in. This is really all you need to repair your hair. All the other products, all the other numbers, letters, crazy stuff, you really don't need them. This is the answer.
Okay, but I happen to know that the label says that's not even the most concentrated one.
You can never trust labels. Look at the products that you have right now. If they did what the label said they did, everyone would have perfect hair.
That's actually a good point.
All right, so here's a routine that we use to help my clients' brittle hair become longer and stronger. Now here's a before and after video of one of my clients. This is not the client that I'm telling the story about, but this client we use this exact same routine on, and here you can see the results. Pretty huge difference, pretty amazing. All right, so once a week before you wash your hair, you're going to wet your hair and then apply Olaplex 3 to your hair. You don't have to get it wet technically, but it makes it a lot easier to spread the product around and get it evenly coating your hair. You're gonna let this sit on your hair for at least 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour or anything, but just at least 10 minutes. And then you're going to rinse it out of your hair and wash your hair exactly as you normally would with your normal shampoo. But instead of using your normal conditioner, you're instead going to use a hair mask. This is gonna give your hair a little bit extra hydration and give it a boost along the way. That's literally the entire routine. It's super easy, it's not hard at all, and you really only need to do it once a week. If you really want to, you can do it like every 5 days, but honestly, not a huge difference.
That's it? Really? If it's that easy, why doesn't everyone have long hair?
Well, a lot of people have never heard of that routine, and there's still one more thing that you need to know.
Okay, but hurry up and tell me before the client gets here.
We don't have time right now. The client's gonna be here like any second.
Who's the next client anyway? She's probably gonna be late. Just keep going.
All right, so that repair routine will take your hair back to healthy hair, but we need something to help maintain your hair or else it's just gonna get damaged all over again. And you wanna remember that preventing damage before it even happens in the first place is way better than repairing the damage, because you can never repair your hair all the way back to 100%. It'll never be exactly the same. So the first step in protecting your hair and all the new growth that you're gonna have in the future is realizing that you're probably using way too many products in the first place. With hair, less is more. The less products you use, the fresher and bouncier your hair is, and the longer you can go between washes. And the longer you can go between washes, the healthier your hair is gonna be. So what we did next for my client was streamline her hair care routine. We dropped a ton of products that she was using, and she actually had better hair with just a couple select products that we chose for her. One of the biggest problems she was having was keeping her hair hydrated. And honestly, this is a problem that almost everybody has, and dry hair is the worst. It leads to damage. People spend a ton of money on all these products that are supposed to help hydrate their hair, but the problem is most of those products are actually adding hydration to the outside of the hair, not the inside of the hair, which is where you actually want it. Moisture on the outside of the hair doesn't do you any good. It just makes your hair heavy and gross and producty. That's not what you want. On the other hand, moisture on the inside of your hair is amazing. That's what makes your hair pop, makes it shiny and vibrant and healthy, all the good stuff. That's what you want. The funny thing is you only need one product to keep the inside of your hair moisturized, and that product is, say it with me, leave-in conditioner, the greatest product of all time. The mistake that they're making is they hydrate their hair in the shower with their conditioner, but when they get out, they don't use a product that actually locks the moisture in there. And that's exactly what leave-in conditioner does. It locks in super hydrated hair, makes it look amazing, makes your life so much easier. Just one product. And for all the people out there thinking to themselves, why do I need to use a conditioner and a leave-in conditioner? They work together. Conditioner puts moisture in your hair, leave-in conditioner locks it into your hair. It's like a lock and a key. Both of them are useless unless they're together. Another really common mistake that people are using that's affecting the health of their hair is that they're using the wrong shampoo and it's totally letting them down. The first way it lets them down is that it's just way too heavy. It weighs their hair down, so they have to wash their hair super frequently, super often, and that's traumatic for your hair. Washing it, drying it all the time, we all know that's not good for your hair. You have to find a shampoo that lets you go at least 3 days between washes. The second way that the wrong shampoo can let you down is by not getting your hair all the way clean. If your hair isn't all the way clean, it has a layer of oil and buildup over it. And that layer of oil is gonna prevent any other product from properly getting into your hair and being absorbed by your hair. As an example, let's say that you're washing your hair, but you're using a weak drugstore shampoo. It doesn't get your hair all the way clean. You then go in with your conditioner right after you wash your hair, so if your conditioner isn't able to actually hydrate your hair because there's a layer of oil that it can't get through. And conditioner isn't the only product that the layer of oil blocks. It blocks basically everything. So I really recommend you find your shampoo soulmate. It unlocks healthy hair for you. I'll link a video right up here to help you find it. All right, let's do a quick recap just so we don't get lost. Your shampoo soulmate is going to protect your roots. Your leave-in conditioner is going to protect your mids. And would you look at that, it's the Trinity routine again. Trinity routine strikes again. My Trinity routine is a healthy hair routine. Everyone needs a healthy hair routine if you want to have healthy hair. It basically protects every inch of your hair to make sure it's nice and healthy. We already talked about the roots, we already talked about the mids. Now we just need something to protect the third and final part of your hair, your ends. The way we do that is with hair oil. You only need to use a tiny amount. If you use a lot of this stuff, it'll make your hair feel oily and gross. Just a tiny bit on your ends to help protect them. They'll stop the splitting, stop the breakage, which gives you length. If you aren't sure which products are the best for you in all of these categories, remember, you want to match them to your hair type. You can easily do that by going in the description. Check out my recommended product list. It has a quiz for you to find your exact hair type and exactly which products are the best for you.
So there was a magic hair oil this whole time?
Okay, sure, there's a magic hair oil.
Well, look at that timing. The next client just got here. What do you know?
No, she didn't. It's just you and me right now.
Oh, yes, she is. I am the next client, and I've been waiting here 5 minutes past my appointment time, so you need to comp me my magic hair oil.